Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The best time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Parkville Network.
Well, alright.
Not out of toilet paper at the house yet. I have a picture of our pantry, of our preparedness pantry in our basement.
Oh my God.
I took a picture of it last night.
The pandemic pantry.
Well, that sounds much better. Seriously, Pat's pandemic pantry. Oh God, I'm gonna show you exactly what we have on her.
I went and bought toilet paper yesterday.
Yeah, no, it's
just because I wanted to see if I could.
Yeah,
no problem.
Hy-Vee on 144th Stony Brook, stocked full.
Family fare.
Yeah,
had
you can find
supply.
it.
So.
We've got 2 cases of beer.
We've
got 5.
So that's a weekend.
1, 2, 3. Right, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do after Sunday? We have 3 bags of Hy-Vee chips. A 5-pack box of mac and cheese.
So you're gonna lock this door so nobody can use it until you have nothing else in the house.
That's the problem is we keep dipping into these reserves.
You need to have I don't know if you need a code for it or a fingerprint lock. Not yours, obviously.
Not my fingerprint lock.
But something. So that this is the stash.
So stay out of it.
It's like having a savings account. You have the savings account. You don't use the savings account for day-to-day stuff.
Right.
That stuff you just leave alone. So you have to figure out a way to
lock
there
it
should
up.
be penalty when you have a withdrawal.
Okay, true. All right, well, fair enough. And we don't need to touch this stuff anymore right now. We're good. 1 thing of Tide and 8 things of toilet paper.
8.
Mm-hmm. So that's what we got so far in our Pat's preparedness
for 4 people.
Pandemic pantry.
It's pandemic.
Pat's pandemic pantry.
Things are getting serious, though.
I know.
I mean, you've seen the advances. I mean, just from what we talked about yesterday.
Yeah.
And then the NBA goes and suspends the season. And the player who first, and I think there's been another player since, and obviously 24 hours from now, there'll probably be more, but the player that was patient 0 or whatever you want to call it for the NBA, now they're calling him out because he was kind of making light of the whole situation in a presser. And his team, I believe, had played 5 other teams in 10 days, but had made a point to touch every reporter's recording device.
That's just being a jerk. Even if you know
really
for sure
is.
You don't have it, this is gross. Even if you just haven't washed your hands,
that's almost assault.
It's just disgusting.
I mean,
it really
it's like touching people. You can't just walk up and touch people.
It's just disgusting.
And that is just.
And then he's the dude that tested positive for it. Unbelievable.
Yep. And I don't understand the timeline. If somebody has it, of course, I haven't really asked anybody that's in the know, but just listening to the audio of the game. They were already out. The opening music was playing. The crowd was cheering, and then they started the music over again.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And so it was like.
So and if they know he tested positive, get him out of there.
But did they just find? And he wasn't in the building.
So then why?
But players he had played with were.
Oh my gosh.
That's my understanding. But I'm like, didn't they know this 45 minutes before, or did somebody just call like right as the game was starting?
Oh, hey, FYI.
Hey.
I mean, who knows? That's what I don't understand about it. I don't get the timeline thing. You hear all this stuff about tests, no tests. It's hard to get a test. Then
there were a million tests sent out. And the insurance company, and we said this before, and check with your insurance if you're looking to get the test, because a lot of them are waiving the fees and the co-pays, and you can get it taken care of for nothing. But there's some people that can't too, depending on that. And then the Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson.
Right.
They're in Australia. Now, she had just performed apparently at an event, I think in Beverly Hills, during the incubation period. It could be, because give or take, depending on where she was in the window. And then he's in Australia filming a movie about Elvis Presley.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so one other person on set reportedly also tested positive. And so they're in the hospital as we speak, but probably going to come out. They said more than likely they're going to be sheltering at home.
Shelter in place, self-quarantine.
Self-quarantine.
Maybe that's what we need to call it. If we feel like being lazy on a weekend and not leaving, that we're just self-quarantining. Because nobody, what are you doing this weekend? I'm just sitting on the couch and watching TV. You lazy bum. Yeah, what are you doing this weekend? Self-quarantining. Oh my God, you are an American hero.
Sorry. Do you need anything? I can leave it on the front porch for you.
Yeah. That's what we need to invent. We need to invent a COVID-19 casserole drop-off robot. So you put the casserole for people that are self-quarantining. You have a robot that drives the casserole up to the drops it on the front, and turns around and comes back.
Still need to and then disinfect the robot before you put him back in the truck.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, never touch the robot.
No.
Because never do that.
I know, not to make light. I know that it can be very serious.
It can be very serious, but it's like the absolute hysteria is I get it. It's very serious. The flu is very serious.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff can be very serious if the wrong person gets it. 100%. Just the hysteria is driving me crazy.
Soccer is shut down too.
Right. And now it's a snowball, because now with one group, every group has to do it now. Because if all these guys are doing it, then all these organizations.
If they don't.
Yep. So it's
instead of just leaving it up to, and the same way with the state basketball tournament. I wonder what's going to happen. The state basketball tournament, they're letting the families in. So I'm glad they are.
Me too.
And that's up to the families if they want to go. By the same token, but wow.
Yeah. At least give them the option.
Oh, poor Heidi, our girl Heidi, of course, her team. Again, this is Thursday that we're recording this, but Bell West playing, and she was writing a list on Facebook of the positives of the situation.
Yeah.
It'll be so much easier to trade out seats in between games.
Right. See?
Right?
Yep.
Because there won't be near as many people to have to move out.
There won't be a line at the concession stand. I'm assuming they'll have a concession stand open.
Shorter lines in the bathroom.
100%. Yeah.
So all that's a good stuff. All those good things.
Yeah.
Other news. Yesterday was just kind of a weird day. There was all kinds of weird things that were going on with the Tom Hanks thing, the NBA thing coming up, and then all of a sudden I see Sarah Palin.
Right, random mass singer
dressed as a bear.
What? I mean, when I seriously thought I took the wrong medicine last night before I went to sleep. What is this?
And so she's not continuing on in the second crop of season 3 contestants. So there were 6 more, and she's out. So there's 5 still left. So season 3's 18 competitors that they've got left. So the Masked Singers were part of Group C. They'll be competing over the next 2 weeks until they've been whittled down to 3 to join the remaining singers, who are in Group A, the white tiger, the turtle, and the kangaroo. Group B is the kitty, the frog, and the banana. And then they'll all be the Super 9.
Semi-impressed with her singing and her rapping ability, kind of. It wasn't bad.
Baby got back.
It wasn't bad.
I thought so. I was surprised, and the audience was floored.
I mean, it would... I was just in general forgot about Sarah Palin anyway. She stayed out of the news. She stayed out of politics.
No idea this was going to run this week.
Oh, no, she didn't? Oh,
you know
okay.
what I mean? I mean, you know what I mean? Because they tape these things.
Yeah, right.
Maybe she did. I don't know. Maybe it was just taped last week. I don't know.
I don't know when who knows when they tape it, but it was just, it was the last person I expected.
With everything else going on,
yes.
That's not who you expected to come out of the bear or drop the bear head.
Even if nothing else on earth was going on, I wouldn't expect Sarah Palin to be rapping in a bear costume.
Do you ever watch this show?
I watch it in clips on Facebook. I don't watch the whole show. So
apparently there's the 5 that are left. They have some guesses for who are in these costumes, and it runs the gamut. The Swan, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Sarah Michelle Gellar are leading contenders as far as guesses by the audience and the judges.
Okay.
Right? They're just based on clues. Jason Aldean, Tim Tebow, or Tim McGraw as the Rhino.
Okay.
I didn't know Jason Aldean could sing. Or not Aldean, Tim Tebow, I'm sorry. But Jason Aldean and
Tim Tebow can do everything. You know that.
Of course he can.
He can do everything.
Of course he can.
I love Tim.
So not fair.
I know.
He's got it all. The dinosaur, the T-Rex, which I think would be the best costume. Kourtney Kardashian, possibly. Rebecca Black.
Okay.
That's Friday Girl, isn't it?
Yep.
Astronaut right now, they're thinking Josh Hutcherson, Lance Bass, or Adam Devine.
Okay. I could see any of those, yeah.
And then the Night Angel, Taylor Dane.
Oh, TBT.
1989.
Wow.
Monica or Lil' Kim.
Okay.
There's a height disparity there because Taylor Dane is tall. Lil' Kim, for a reason, is called Lil' Kim.
Lil' Kim, yeah. She's not Lil' Kim, and she's not like 6'5".
Right.
She's Lil' Kim.
So I'm not sure. But anyway, so if you do happen to watch
I know people love the show. I never watched the full episode.
It's been doing pretty well, and it seems like they just have fun, and God bless them for that. It's one of the few shows you can go to where you don't have to hear.
And of course, on Twitter and on Facebook and Instagram, it's all hate on Sarah Palin. It's like politics. Like, just let her. She's in a freaking bear costume singing "Baby Got Back." Just who cares?
Who cares anymore?
Let her have fun.
Right? It doesn't matter anymore.
Right. Whip your vision into shape right there, yo, with Kugler Vision. We love that they're a supporter of our podcast.
Absolutely. They've got some great things that are happening on their website. If you haven't been there recently at kuglervision.com, it already was so user-friendly. If you'd thought about having any of the procedures done, and so many different procedures. It's not just one procedure, one size fits all. But interestingly, you'll find over 600 5-star patient reviews, which is amazing. The number of people that are taking advantage and saying, you know what? 2020 is going to be my year. And I think there were a couple of them that were talking about making improvements, that 2020 is the year. Right?
Yep.
They're ready to go. And one of the first ones was vision.
I said what Gary said too. Dr. Kugler's office is amazing. They are amazing because you have cookies and they have delicious like flavored waters.
They do.
Oh, and then they're also great doctors too.
And that too, don't forget. They said that the staff made the procedure a breeze. That's from Natalia. I especially enjoyed the surgery prep in a massage chair, covered by a blanket, drinking some tea. I was relaxed, anxiety gone. I wish I'd done this years sooner. Now to make it even simpler, you can text them. The number to text is 72000. You want to text C Omaha, 2 words, to 72000. I did that. And you will get back a response that will first ask you to confirm. So I text back yes. And then it sent me a link. And when you go to the page, it, of course, welcomes you. And then it's got some real quick questions about what it is that you're looking for. And then I got a follow-up phone call real quick. And super nice. Nicole called, and she's there just to make sure that you got the information you wanted. And if you had any further questions, she was there to help you out.
Get that consultation now at Kugler Vision. You can also go to kuglervision.com.
And tell them Pat and JT sent you. Some of the better news we got was that Harvey Weinstein, 23 years in jail.
Which is, in essence, a life sentence for him. He'll be, what, 90 when he's out?
I think so. I think he's
67.
Something.
Yeah, so and he's already was taken back to the hospital again because of chest pains. Dude's not going to last a year in jail.
But
No, I know.
He's figured it out. It's like the dog that begs at the table. Once you feed him once, that's how I'm going to get this
chest
done.
pains.
Chest pains.
Yeah, after a while, though, they're going to start. No, you don't.
He's 20 years on the first count, 3 years on the second. Could have been 29 years, and he still has, I believe, 3 more cases on the West Coast.
Yeah, I think he's going to be. He'll deuce out.
Did you hear the thing about the Jennifer Aniston must die?
Yeah, I did hear about that.
There were a bunch of documents that were unsealed with the sentencing in this case, and revealed some correspondence he had a couple 3 years ago. Public allegations against him were mounting, and there was one email where he responded to an inquiry from the National Enquirer about an allegation that he had groped Jennifer Aniston by saying that she should be killed. Her people are saying there was no allegation. She's never been close enough to him, let alone alone with him.
I have never heard anything, from her saying that.
But that was his response.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's eerie.
It really is. And then also the correspondence was revealed that he reached out to about 24 high-profile figures, the Tim Cooks, the Bezos, Michael Bloomberg, looking for help. And one quote was, my board is thinking of firing me. Now, this is 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
All I'm asking for is let me take a leave of absence and get into heavy therapy and counseling, whether it be in a facility or somewhere else, and allow me to resurrect myself with a second chance.
Oh, okay. That's a great idea.
Right? In that same pile of papers, his brother Bob announced what a liar his brother was, writing, "You deserve a Lifetime Achievement Award for the sheer savagery and immorality and inhumaneness for the acts you have perpetrated."
Wow.
Oh, I forgot. They were all consensual.
Oh, wow.
That's what he had in it. Yeah, so later, dude.
Yeah, good luck with those chest pains, by the way.
I can't believe it. I mean, how many other dispos of the prisoners at Rikers, they claim chest pains?
Oh, I'm sure quite a bit.
And they probably just walk right by him.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
I'm sure. And then Meghan Markle making some news. Now, there was a person that was a guest on MSNBC, and she's a British journalist. And this isn't the first British journalist that I've seen of late who has had things to say about Meghan Markle. Katie Hopkins is another one. Real outspoken.
Yeah, she's funny. It doesn't surprise me because I think she's an outsider from not only the royal family, but that country. She comes in, and the whole landscape of the royal family has changed since she came in. And I'm sure they look at her and think, well, obviously it's your fault.
They've got to. She's
have
kind
to.
of like the person that moved somewhere and she doesn't assimilate. She wants everybody else to be. She wants her world to be like she wants it to be,
Yes.
even though she moved into their world.
She's that weird goth kid that transferred from Central City, and she wants to make the whole class goth.
Right? Not going to change. Not going to change me. But anyway, this Victoria Mather was on MSNBC, and they were talking about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and getting ready to leave their duties. And they had their final official appearances this last weekend. And she says, quote, "I think what has really, really upset the British public is that Meghan Markle, who many people consider, 5 clicks up from trailer trash, has actually tried to disrespect the Queen, which really irks the British population. The Queen, the most respected woman possibly in the world. And she probably is right up there.
Probably.
And then you had some other people firing back. A couple of them. Well, Joy Behar was one of them that fired back about it and the whole trailer trash thing. And I just thought it's too funny to me because she has made a point, not Joy, Meghan.
Okay.
But she has made a point of changing everything. Prince Harry's no longer Prince Harry. He just wants to be called Harry. And it has a lot of the royals upset.
And who knows? Maybe he wanted to change it anyway, and he just found his ride or die to help him change it. You never know. You don't know.
His ride or die.
Yes, he may have found that person,
the one who didn't care that he stays a prince.
I mean, really, maybe that's been the deal the whole time. He doesn't want the pressure, and who would marry into a family and encourage him not to be a prince anymore, or her not to be a princess? Like maybe
right,
it's
or
okay.
go along with it. Or
Yeah,
say, that's
I mean,
a good idea.
No, because everybody wants to be in the royal family, right? So maybe he's found one that doesn't want to. She just wants to do voiceovers for Disney.
That's what you call, like you put things out into the
Yes.
That's what he was looking for.
Yes.
He wanted somebody who didn't want him because he was a prince.
Yes.
But it was pretty nice that he's already got that behind. That's a nice little safety net that's always going to be there.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
They aren't going to excommunicate him.
No. He's got a nice little golden parachute, I'm sure. He's got a lot of nice little 401k. So he's good.
So he's
He doesn't
fine.
care.
He'll be all right. Okay. Yeah. So there's that. So really, I don't know what else aside from Pat's pandemic pantry.
Yeah, there isn't a ton. We went and saw John McLaughlin last night. John McLaughlin last night. It was great.
Did you get close enough or?
He
rub his
hung out.
leg?
I didn't. Because we got in there and the front row was already taken. So mad. No, we just sat back and had a couple of cocktails and watched him. And then afterwards he was kind of milling around, but we took off. We left. Yeah.
Didn't wait to say.
No.
Just make sure you get your selfie.
No, I was hungry.
Sorry, John. Jeez.
Well, I didn't want,
Taco Bell is calling. Speaking of Taco Bell, did you see the latest thing they have coming out?
I took a picture, meant to send it to my wife yesterday, but I'm going to today. It is glorious.
What is it called? You've got it, right?
It's the Triplelupa.
I think that's right.
Yeah, I think it is the
right.
Triplelupa.
Triplelupa. Hold on, I gotta.
Yeah, it's right here. It's the Triplelupa.
Because I actually grabbed
it as if we're just as a general population not fat enough, and I'm specifically meaning me because right now, my belt's cutting into my stomach. But we're
not done yet.
This Triplelupa looks absolutely delicious,
and it's terrible, meaning you can tear it apart.
So it's like in sections. It's like those buns, like those Hawaiian buns that are stuck together.
Right, and those are so
good.
Instead of buying 3 individuals, you just get 1, and then you can tear it up.
And it says shareable.
Shareable.
Screw that. I'm not going to share anything.
So I looked back, just so you know, through the history of the Taco Bell chalupa. Because
who does that? Like, honestly, who looks back through the history of the Taco Bell chalupa?
Somebody made a graph.
I'm following the wrong people.
I'll send that to you.
Okay, great.
Somebody made a graph.
Chalupa is one of the greatest inventions from Taco Bell.
What exactly
from the
makes
people that
it different?
It's
not
the
a
outside.
taco.
It's the outside. It's like not pita. It's like I don't know what the bread is
soft?
around it. Yes, it's soft. You've never had one?
No.
Oh,
I didn't know they'd been around since '99.
Oh yeah.
The OG.
Oh man, they're so. And then they also had the quesalupa, which I think is gone.
That was in 2016.
Oh, that was lit.
And it said, put melted cheese inside a chalupa, blow people's minds. So they had the Baja chalupa.
Yes, delicious. All of them are great.
Bacon club chalupa.
Never had that one.
Steak chalupa.
Delish. Absolutely mind blowing.
XXL chalupa.
Mind blowing.
Then there's the quesalupa.
That one, granted, I got diarrhea for 2 days afterwards. Not lying.
But it was worth it?
Yeah, but then it went away. Like, it's not around anymore. But
it's not here anymore.
I had just ravaged for 48 hours, but it was glorious. It was so good.
Did you ever try the breakfast quesalupa?
Fantastic.
Naked chicken chalupa.
No, but I bet it's great.
That sounds healthy almost.
Yeah.
Double chalupa.
Yes.
Oh my God. The toasted cheddar chalupa.
We gotta stop. I'm starving.
And now we have the triplelupa. I'll send you the picture.
I've got. Oh yeah. Send me the picture of the graph. Oh my gosh.
See, I knew you'd appreciate it. Laugh at me. I don't care.
I am starving. All right. So text us at 402-403-9478. I am just starving.
Glad I could contribute.
Go to patandjt.com too for a ton of other information. Thanks for listening.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Parkville Media Production.